Here's a message brought to you by Sherry McGill.
Hello, I am Trustee Sherry McGill. I would like to thank PasstheAux Podcast for having me this afternoon. I am a mother, wife, educator, and your trustee. Born and raised in the village of Spring Valley, my husband, Rick McGill, and my 2 children, Cherie and Ricky McGill. We need a trustee who is fair, honest, dedicated, experienced, and a winner.
Hey, never then what? Yes. One more time. Speaking of the top niggas here, roadblocks with patrol, now can't sit in the can. So blocks keep a nigga stiff like Botox with a full pop, better lift up your mask. Niggas ass out, better zip up your pants. I'm a cash cow, had to switch up. Oh yeah.
Wale!
I said he been snapping.
You know what's crazy though?
What's up?
Nobody told me his name.
Nah.
Nobody told me the name of the song.
None of that.
So I'm gonna give it to Brady.
There you go.
Yo, that's Grip off of Grip. He from Atlanta, bro. That's off his project Snub Nose, and it's called Yams Interlude. So go check that out. This guy goes bananas.
Yo,
that shit is hard, bro.
Fire.
The whole project sounds pretty good. I didn't hear it yet, but it sounds pretty dope.
This is your multifaceted black girl, Alexandra Alexis. I'm here with Black Nasarima.
Love, it's all love today. It's all love today.
SOS Brady.
SOS.
The one and only Some New Naga.
Naga.
Rise like the sun.
Brick Squad!
We got our couch niggas. Looking beautiful as ever. We got the one and only Lucid.
Hold on, wait. Lucid. Hold on. Where's the Douce?
It's in the trunk.
Oh, okay.
I ain't trying to get niggas drunk.
We can go wherever he parked that.
Okay.
We got Sue.
Yeah.
Yo, Sue, every time I say your name like that, I always think it sounds crazy, but every episode it sounds fire. I be like, Sue.
Yo, Soon, real quick, for people who don't know, what is a Soon? What is Soon?
I'm Doug Dimdone, owner of the Dimsdale.
I'm laughing, but I have no idea what that means. And then behind the scenes.
If you don't get that reference,
come on now.
Yeah, what is that?
Parents, the Fairly Odd Parents.
Very odd parents.
Oh, you didn't know the reference. I thought you didn't know why he sat, but like the reference. Okay.
All right, and behind the camera, we got the one and only Tyler Fur.
And we got Jones.
We gotta insert the clap here.
Jones is gonna pull up.
And Jones is about to pull up. He's doing some, And this is, yo, you with your all right.
Nah,
bro,
you know why? Because I didn't want you to. Yeah, all right, cool.
And this is episode 15 of
PasstheAux, baby.
Let's get it.
Parent Teacher Association.
Hell no.
Now let me stop.
That's not us.
PTA. Now let me stop. Alrighty, guys. So before we start the episode, I definitely want to have us have a moment of silence for Atiana Jefferson and Elijah Cummings. So if we could just take a few moments to just reflect on both of their deaths. Atiana was a murder. Elijah died to complications. He had some health problems, but yeah, we definitely lost a king and a queen. So condolences go out to their family members and everybody affected by this. Alrighty, episode 15, baby.
What's up?
Let's go.
Episode 15. Yo, I know the episode started a little different this week. I know people about to be like, Sherry McGill, what's going on here?
Oh, I remember Mrs. McGill.
Right? They're like, I remember.
Oh, she's lit.
Nah, she's amazing, yo. I'm really glad that like a lot of people do know her in the community because she's a really dope individual. And like I grew up with her. Like I literally grew up on the same street as her and her kids. And like I just know ever since I was a kid, she was mad involved in the community, always doing different things. Like she worked with the Hornets. She did so many different things in the community. Wow. So to see that she's running for trustee, like it really made me feel like this is somebody who I could actually say that I've known and that I trust
100%.
to be a trustee.
I'm trusting and it trusts me, so trustee. I gotta trust me. Now let me stop. That's all I got.
Oh my
That's all I had. That's everything. That was everything.
But yeah, just to let you guys know, we're gonna insert the flyer. But if you're a Rockland resident, you could definitely go out for early voting, October 26th. This Saturday, you could start voting up until the actual day of the election day, which is gonna be November 5th, Tuesday, November 5th. But like I said, you can go out to early voting now. There's polls open. The flyer will have all the information for you guys. But yeah, this episode, we really just wanted to encourage the youth going out to vote and the importance of the youth going out to vote, not only in your state or your county, but also, you know, the presidential election, which is coming up too. But even more important than the presidential election, I feel like the ones that are like community-based, state-based, the local ones are so important because those are the actual things that affect you, and you're like, you see that, like, your neighborhood is fucked up, you don't like it, you don't like that there's not enough resources for kids in your community, all that kind of stuff. That's why it's so important to go to the local polls and vote, because these are things that are directly affecting your community. So 100%. How y'all feel about voting? I wanted to ask you guys that.
You gotta vote.
You do have to vote.
You have to vote.
You have to vote.
It doesn't matter.
You don't gotta vote. Nah, you gotta vote. Everybody out there, go vote, because if you don't vote, you can't complain about what's going on. Facts. And that's a fact.
Facts.
Because you're doing absolutely nothing to change it.
Okay. I think especially if you're black, you should vote. If you're black and you're not from here, you should vote. You should vote if you're black, period, because people died for this.
Mm-hmm.
People died
for this. As much as we say, you know, it doesn't matter, people died for our right to vote. So we should definitely go flex that shit. Mm-hmm. And if you don't vote, it could bite you in the ass, because Colin 100%. Kaepernick had his shit and he didn't vote. After all that shit Colin Kaepernick was talking, he didn't vote, so it can impact your stance.
Nah, so, exactly, 100%.
But
okay.
You know,
I'm ready for you, bro.
Yeah, I want to hear that.
Nah, go ahead.
I want to hear that.
I'm ready.
I personally don't believe in voting. I understand the importance of it, especially the conversation we had in the car. You guys did make me see another side of it, but I personally don't think that's the most effective way. I guess locally it would be effective. Yeah, it's important to vote, you know, but to get real change, to do real things, I don't think that is the place where you could go. That's just me personally, but I do understand the importance of voting though.
So my question is, right?
What's up?
If you don't vote, but then do nothing for that uplifting side, they're saying, okay, we don't have to vote, we can do someone else. To the people who's not voting and not doing that other thing, go vote.
Facts. If you're not doing anything,
vote.
But it's not even about not doing anything. It's about some people don't even know where to start. There's a lot of people that want to do things, but they don't know. So if there's one thing that you have as a citizen, you have the right to do, it's to vote. I feel like that's where you should get started. And a lot of those conversations that you want to have, you can have around that. Like, I remember when I went to go vote for the first time back when it was like the Trump election with Trump and Hillary and all that. Yeah. I remember going, and like, it was an experience. Like, I was online having conversations and talking to people, and like, you know, adults seeing youth come out and vote, they feel some type of way about that. They like seeing that, you know? Like, so just having the different conversations I had opened up a whole new realm of things that I never even knew like were out there, resources. I just feel like you have to start somewhere, and I just think it's it's a very good way for us to unite when we have a common cause. Like, if we're going out to vote together, that's the one way Black people as a community could start to unify. You know what I mean?
That's one way.
That's one way, but it's our literal.
It's one way. It's something.
It's like, something.
Do you think the time for conversation is done? Do you feel like we should still be having a conversation?
You have to. You have to have conversations, but I do think that there should be more energy and action. 100%. But conversations are necessary, so we know exactly what we're putting action towards.
Soon, what you think? What you think about voting?
I think voting is the very least you can do.
Yeah, I agree.
So
I agree.
You know, so like,
I agree.
And then to go on top of that too, a lot of people who like it being a start, if they don't know what to do, people don't understand politics enough to vote. So therefore, there's a lot of people voting like off of whoever's the most popular or whoever their friends said they should vote for.
That's a good point.
Or whoever, you know, like even a race thing, like, oh, he's Black, so vote for
Facts.
him.
That's
We don't know
literally
anything
how
about
Obama.
him.
That's how Obama got into office. He's black. Vote for him. You know what I'm saying?
That,
Which
I
I'm not
wouldn't say
taking
that's
away.
why he got into office.
No, I'm not saying that's why he got into office.
Yeah, I won't say
I'm not
that's why
saying-
he
I'm not
got.
saying-
He's
You
an
have a
amazing
point. No.
speaker. Obama got into office for a lot of reasons.
than him
I'm
being
not
black.
saying that
part
was
of
the
it wasn't-
sole reason. I'm
was
just
one
saying
of
that
them. It was
was
definitely
a
Can I
one
tell
of
you
them.
something?
Yeah.
Though? Can I tell you something though? It wasn't the reason he got elected, but the hype was that a lot of black people got up and
Went
vote
out to vote because of
we
it.
usually don't do that. That's my point. Like that was my niggas. Oh, black people came out to vote because they don't do that.
No, I think it.
That's why it's a big deal.
You know-
if we voted in every election, what's the hoopla? It'd probably be very different.
I think the problem though
outcomes.
is black
Don't
people
vote.
coming together as opposed like the voting thing is
Bro.
just what's sticking everybody. Like
Right.
I think we should come together more often. I think that's what people want. Like
I
we
agree.
should come together and find
I agree.
something that we need to unite on. Like
That
the
I
voting is
agree.
cool though. Like it's cool and if you know.
But I don't understand
always
why that's
good to
not
know
part of
what
the
to-
same cause. That's my whole thing.
I understand what
Why
you're saying.
is that not part of the
it's
same
literally
thing?
hand in hand in
Like, why is
like
it not?
politics like I don't like people. It's like people try to take politics like that is not what goes
What
on with our
runs
justice
our
system.
country, our
what
justice
runs
system.
with
Yeah.
our jobs, with schooling, with
Yeah, and
education.
look
with
how that shit
everything.
goes.
And
But
guess
Trey,
what we do?
but what's
Trey,
the difference?
And with your attitude, nothing would change.
But like,
That's
to
my point.
to go off of Soon's point, but to
Oh
even
my
go off of
gosh.
Soon's point, I do agree with Soon. I truly feel like
Facts.
as we are here, like encouraging the youth to go out and vote. I also want to encourage you to pick up your phone and research candidates.
Facts.
Truly do your
Facts.
own research. Don't go off of what your friend is saying, your mom is saying. Do your own research like you would if Kim K got her butt cheek fell off. You would go and Google that shit. So Google. You would
I'd be
Google
like
that
butt
shit.
cheek. Oh,
The same way you would do
HD.
that, like go and research each candidate. And like,
HD slow mo. Nah, I'm playing.
Hold on, real quick, before we Phil, you look like you wanted to say something before we move on, real quick.
who said we was moving on? I'm the host.
Damn, it's getting really spooky out here, ladies and gentlemen.
I'm just joking.
I just had 3 separate conversations. I'll give it.
What's up? What's up?
Nah, but honestly, yeah, like I was saying before we wrap this up, I really feel like the youth, especially like, and I don't want to hear nobody doesn't care, because when I go through my stories, I see people talking about immigration. I see people talking about schooling. I see people talking about homelessness. I see people talking about the justice system. There's not one person I have on IG that never talks about anything. And every cause you guys,
But
well,
that's also,
that's different.
But that's also who you follow. You know what I mean?
Very true.
Like,
Very
that's
true.
that's the people you keep around you.
Very
For
true.
the-
But a lot of for the people I know, that's what I'm
Yeah,
encouraging.
but
because
for a lot of people, you know, they're doing their thing. They don't really feel like. I know I've also heard people don't feel like they have the time to vote. Like people are like to make that educated decision. They got so
but they don't
much
got.
going
But they got
on.
time
And
to
that's an excuse.
save. They got time to go to parties. They
Nah,
got
yeah,
time to go
that's
club.
an
Like
excuse.
what?
That's true. It's just uneducated. It's uneducation though. We don't value it, so that's why we don't do it.
What's
Go
up?
Part of my point was that I forgot earlier was a lot of people nowadays. I feel like the younger generation is looking for a sense of morality in politicians that doesn't exactly exist yet. You know what I mean? They're not looking at their politics as much as older generations would. We're looking at you as a person. You know what I mean? Outside of the politics, outside of the parties. Are you a decent person?
Yeah.
And I feel like that gets lost in politics.
Oh,
now.
very
Now
much,
they're just
very
voting
much so.
Party based on what their parents used to be. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Hey,
we gotta
listen,
get
hey,
that. That
yo.
was a good
I know,
point.
but at the end of the day, it's a
Yo,
competition.
keep it G, stop giving these motherfuckers power. Take that shit back. And if you gotta take it back by force, take that shit back by force. I'm not hearing none of that
Every
shit no more,
black
bro.
man should be strapped.
Nah,
Or
wait,
if,
what?
or if you're not gonna
Whoa.
take it
Yo,
back,
fuck.
go into it wanting to make a change. That's why I think.
Hey, look.
That's why I think if you don't even want to vote in the presidential election, I think it's so important
Yeah,
to
come on.
vote
Yeah.
in your local, like your communities,
Nah, I
like
feel
your
that. I
state,
feel
like
that.
you. That's so important because
You
it's
have
like
to.
you may not
That's where
fuck with the presidents and all the shit they're doing in America. You may not even fuck with the policies in America, but your
because
own
at the
community.
end of the day, what are we doing? The people that make those decisions are the people in those positions. So we gotta put the right people in those positions. Now, if you try to do that by force, it will not happen the way you're thinking. You can't just pull somebody out of their chair and be like, I'm running this now. You can't do that. Politics, like I like my dad is into politics, like I know how it works. There's ways you got to do it. The system is so
that
rigged.
System be moving slow.
But wait, exactly.
But it's moving even slower when you're not doing shit.
When you're not doing
like,
anything to help fix the system or to help fix what's going on.
It's gonna move the same way.
That's what I'm saying. You can't be upset with the system and say my resolution is to just not even mess with it, because that's what's there. That's what our country runs off of. That's what real change happens. That's why the water in Flint and Michigan is dirty. Unless we all 100 million people pull up with Brita filters, it's gonna be really hard.
People really have this misconception that once they become rich, they could change shit. Nigga, most of the rich people that get rich, they're like, I want nothing to do with this
what
shit.
Happened when I'm so past
and
this.
Everyone has this idea that once they become successful, they're gonna do things. Like, no, let's do the things even when we're not successful. Let's do the little changes that we are capable of doing. Like walking to the poll and voting. Like, we should be doing that.
All right, let's pass on.
But yeah, at the end of the day, before we wrap this up, shout out to Sherry McGill. Shout out to everybody that came out. We're hoping you the best on your campaign. We fuck with you, and we will definitely be.
We like you. We don't.
Oh yeah, we don't fuck with you. We like you.
We like you.
We really.
Sorry.
Yo, I got one question.
What's up?
Am I gonna see you guys at the polls November 5th?
Yes, I am.
Or even early voting October 26th?
Yes.
Alex will be there, and I hope I see you
Brady
there too.
will be there.
And if you're there, shout out PasstheAux.
I don't live in Rockland.
This message is not sponsored.
Yeah, but
Alright, yo.
Alright, next one. Alrighty. So yeah, I think this is a perfect segue into the Atiana Jefferson.
Atiana?
Atiana. It's Atiana. It starts with an A. Everything that happened. So basically, we all know what happened. She got shot in her own home right in front of her nephew. Her neighbor called because the front door was open, which is not a usual thing to happen. And he just called just for a wellness check, like, yo, can you guys just check, make sure everything is good, like whatever. And then she was watching her nephew, I think he was 8 years old. They were playing video games, like literally, and they heard creeping in the backyard. So she went to go check in her bedroom, in her bedroom window to see like what was going on. The cop in 6 seconds, didn't even give her 6 seconds, literally just went in, you could see the body cam, shot her, killed her. He did get charged with murder. What do you guys think is going to happen? Do you guys think he's going to jail?
Nothing. You know why?
He got charged.
It's happened so many times before that I don't believe anything's going to change. Like King Lo said, they put the body cams on just to let us see it now. You know what I mean? How many officers that have killed a person have really lost their job? And not just lost.
But he got charged with murder though.
That's one out of.
But that doesn't mean he's getting convicted.
That's a fact.
That's true.
This
charge doesn't mean a conviction.
He just got
They
charged.
still get fired or laid off.
But I feel like what's his name just won. The chick, the girl that got hugged. What was her name?
Amber Geiger.
She just got charged.
Yeah,
I mean, granted, the charge was very light.
But this kind of ties into what we was talking about beforehand. Like, yo, like this is what we voting for? Are we voting for this to continue, or are we voting for it to slowly get better one day, as opposed to actually going out and really doing some shit? And when I say really doing some shit, I mean really doing some shit. Like
okay, so you have to expand on what that really means.
He's talking about his Black Panther shit.
But wait. No.
On the lap when the cop pulls you over.
Because voting.
Malcolm had it on.
No, because at the end of the day, the reason why I have a hard time accepting it.
Wait, say that again.
It worked.
But let me tell you something.
Did that shit right.
What?
They were
Okay, hold on.
actually going at the cops like on some real shit. Like they was telling them about themselves.
Why not?
Happening now. It's
Why
a
not?
different time.
Why not?
Different times allow for different circumstances.
Why is it not happening now?
I
think
think Tulsa, they bombed them. Like they just.
It's just stupid. More people are gonna die.
Facts.
That's
I
not a
don't like
reason
that
why.
mentality.
I think it's not gonna happen right now because
So
we
if
just.
more people are dying on camera. What do you expect for, let's say, 5 black niggas to come up with guns and be like, yo, what's up, bro? Get out of here. You think they're not just gonna shoot them?
I don't know. What were you gonna say, Black?
I think we don't have those figureheads, those black leaders who are just like, you're our black leader. We're gonna rally around you. You know what I'm
I
saying?
mean, we
Like,
had them, and they got taken
They
out.
got
That's
bodied.
why. But that's what I'm
That's
saying.
what
I
I'm
don't think it can
saying.
happen right now because we don't have that one.
I mean, we
pick and
Nipsey
choose. You know?
We picking.
gone. Like it's just like it. What it's showing us, I feel like, this generation, especially since we have so much access to information and we are very knowledgeable, even though we're very like stupid, we are very knowledgeable when it comes to shit. All like from the track record, bro. Do I really want to be that figurehead? I want to be that figurehead, but would somebody coming up want to be that figurehead?
I understand.
That's the question.
I understand.
I think.
What's up?
I think because of all this social media and stuff, now we're in a stage in culture where it's like we died for our morals, but now we die for ourselves. If that makes any sense. Kind of like we're so into who we are as there are people like that youth, like the youth, like they're very into themselves. We're in a culture where you're into yourself. You care about what people are saying about you.
Your looks,
you're watching
everything.
your platform,
That's
your
true.
look, what you're saying, what you're doing, and you always want to post a bit, do whatever. That revolution, the revolution, will not be televised.
Yeah.
You need somebody who that's not important.
That's facts.
That is I'll have somebody else do that for me. I'm doing this, and if you're lit, you'll run around and follow me with a camera. But if not, it was a different time, and that's what I'm saying. It's time for a different circumstance.
Like the Nation of Islam, they move so silently, bro.
We can do it, though.
And they be out there, not to say that they're not, but the way they be moving.
Shouts out to niggas in that circle Riza Islam, the brother, the way that they view Instagram as a teaching tool, and the way they empower the people.
I love it.
Same thing with this nigga.
Yes, sir. With Derrick,
all that.
Shouts to my man.
Let's get into this real quick.
Let's get into this. So, Mr. Derrick Grace, this guy, you may recognize his daughter. He's the dude that taught his daughter how to pick apart a gun blindfolded, and he armed her for what this world is.
How old is she?
I don't know how old his daughter is, to be honest.
Damn, I wish my dad didn't teach me how to ride a bike. Nigga taught me how to fuck.
Respect on your dad. Put respect on your dad. Look, anybody who can't ride a bike that's over 23, you're a burger. You can't ride a bike after 23. Phil, get out. I'm gonna teach you how to ride a bike.
You guys remember that night in the city when we rode bikes? That was so cute. You guys didn't even think I could do it? They thought I could not ride a bike.
You was doing the thing.
I was doing the thing.
She can't ride a bike, bro.
Yes, I can.
She was weaving through traffic.
Nah, I was dumb scared, bro. I'm not even gonna lie, yo. I was mad scared, but yeah, keep going.
Yeah, go ahead.
But not only is she nasty with the 9, she knows a bunch of information about liabilities, assets, just general information you need to navigate this world in this in-home baking game.
Fire.
When you talk about voting, knowing the law, this guy equips you. See that? There's no age on independence. Shouts to Derrick Grace. Yeah.
So this led up to a question that we had. We've been discussing this question for a couple days now. This game cost, how much did you pay for this, Black?
I paid $150 for this game.
Okay, what is it usually?
The retail was $200.
Okay, so this leads up into the question: would you buy this game for $200 with all the information that it has? Him being a black entrepreneur, would you buy this game for $200?
Before we even ask that question,
what's up?
We played this game personally.
Facts.
And there was a lot of knowledge. I learned a lot through it, and even in my notes, because as you play the game, you have to have definitions and stuff. No, I know, but I mean, we could give it away. Niggas not gonna buy it. But
Can I tell you? I wouldn't pay $200 to get my mother out of prison. What are you talking about? It's crazy. Paying $200 for a plastic box? My mom ain't a real one. You want me to pay $200?
This nigga's crazy. This nigga,
No, but honestly, it's a great game. I played it. My one critique was I felt like I personally didn't learn enough in the time we played. We played for over an hour, and I probably read 2 definitions. But
let me ask you something.
At the end of the day, I'm already saying too much.
Let me ask you something.
Go ahead.
How much did you learn on the first day of school?
A lot.
On the first day of school?
The first day, Brady.
Syllabus week in college?
You learned some names.
Your syllabus week in college? We literally went to class, got a syllabus, and got drunk the same night. Like, get the fuck out of here.
That nigga lying, bro. That nigga lying, son.
Honestly, this is what I'll say. This is what I'll say.
What's up?
Right now,
Would you buy it for 200?
The Alexandra Alexis.
Would you buy it for 200?
At this stage of life,
yes,
could not afford to buy a game for $200.
Okay.
Wait, listen. Let me finish. I could not afford to buy a game for $200. If he had a giveaway, I'd probably win it. If he had like a discounted price or whatever, I'd probably do it because I really do want to support it and I think it's an amazing message. Had I been rich, I would have bought 20 of these shits. Like, legit bought 20 of these. Donated them everything. Like, I would have bought 20. But right now, Alexandra Alexis, I don't got $200.
Can I co-sign that?
Yeah,
oh my God.
So, why would you buy this for 200?
All right. So, one, you may not have $200, but this game was available for a long time. You could save 20 every check and get that in no time. You don't need to be rich.
Oh no! Like I can save. I could save up for it. That's different. That's different.
But if you really wanted saving up 200, it wouldn't be for a game. But I really think though, at the end of the day though, the thing that I can't stress enough though, by how much I'm saying, like I wouldn't pay 200, this is a great game. Like this game, you can learn a lot. No one is debating that. I would have a hard time paying $200 for an Xbox. In my opinion, I could do more. If I wanted to one day research, it has internet. Things like this. This is a game I play, and once I know all the answers, I know all the answers.
There are books that have changed my life for $14.99.
I would buy this game if I had the money.
That's the other piece about this. It's not just a game; it's an educational tool. You may not pay.
I agree with that as well.
You can pay $200 for an Xbox, but like this is like a college course.
I'm saying
this is a college course, and I know you paid for a college course.
Yeah,
it's just $200.
Phil, would you pay $200 for this game?
I looked into it. I said I would. I just never followed through. But yeah, I could see the value in it, especially with a group like this, an educated group of people that are willing to learn something. You know, it's worth the time if you want to put in the time for it.
And honestly, I think Black forgetting it because Black got it and we all
now
played it, and now we all get to.
Which is the point of the game.
So like, if you came at us and you were like, "Yo, let's all pitch in 30 to get this game," I would have been with it. Yo, I would have been with it. I would have been with it. But like, just the whole me spending $200. Oh man, that hurts me. But I do see what you're saying.
And you're right. Truly, that is low key the whole point of the game. And I think that's why I didn't learn anything, because I was trying to be Mr. Monopoly.
So I have a question. This is going to tie into our next topic beautifully. Why he charged $200 for the game?
Facts.
Why am I something $1,000 in debt for college?
Ooh, facts.
But look, let me tell you something.
Tell him again.
Let me tell you something.
Yeah, right?
Let me tell you something.
He said it perfectly.
This has a lot of terms, right? I get it. But you can't compare it to college. You can't, because
he's teaching a college course based off this curriculum.
He's teaching it based off this curriculum, but a college course.
Brady, I have a question for you. What do you go to college for?
To learn.
No. What does everybody go to college for? Not for learning, not for none of that.
To get a degree?
To get a degree for what?
To make that
money. This game is teaching you about how to make that
it's
money.
It's not teaching me how to make the money. Do you understand what I'm saying? All right, maybe I'm right.
So this ties into our next topic.
What's up?
Kanye West.
Hey, what? How does this tie into the next
album? You'll see why.
Yeah, go ahead.
Album dropping this Friday.
Maybe.
That's what he says.
Jesus is king. That's what he says. Jesus is king. And you know, I've been hearing so many different things about his Sunday services and how he's like selling merch, and how people feel like if your message is to get people, you know, to unite black people, black and brown people, and have them in this space to hear a Sunday service, you know, to like experience God, you know, God and religion and all that. Why are you having $200 hoodies being sold? Why do you have $150 t-shirts being sold? Like, people just feel like he's using this Jesus is king. He's using this whole church thing to just as a marketing tool, to just make more money, to just gather people around.
I mean, at the end of the day, he is a brand. I think he's probably thinking.
Probably ain't free though to run that whole thing.
He was just at Howard Homecoming, wasn't
he? Yeah, he was. Yeah,
he was at a church
a
couple weeks ago.
Don't pastors
I'm talking about the whole, because doesn't he do it in like his backyard type shit? Like,
he be doing it all over the place.
He does it all over.
When you go to church, don't you got to pay the little offerings or whatever?
Joel Osteen got bread.
You know what I'm saying? Like, this is all that shit is tied. Like, all them niggas
gotta eat.
Niggas gotta eat, bro. Like,
I don't like when people use excuses like that, because when you use an excuse like that, it's like you're kind of saying, what they're doing is fine, so why can't Kanye do it?
Why
doesn't Kanye switch it? Why does Kanye have to be doing that?
All right, go.
You want to go ahead?
Nah,
look,
you can take that. Basically, look, at the end of the day, it's Kanye West, and he's a huge brand. At the end of the day, he put this together as an experience, but like he said, you pay offering. Nothing in it literally says
nothing is free.
in the Bible that it encourages you to give gifts to your pastor because they're the ones receiving the message and giving you the word. It's give them whatever things like this. That's his price. Like if that's his price, that's his price. And I think that Kanye West, I'm not surprised. This news did not shock me, and that's the thing that I'm having a problem. Why are people so surprised?
Every time.
Either he's gonna charge $200 for the. His shoes are never on sale, bro. Yo, when you ever seen a Yeezy boot on clearance? Never.
Not even on Black Friday when it should be.
Friday, nothing. Never. Not on my birthday, never, bro.
Never.
So
you can't even get on your birthday 20% off.
Come on, at my birthday, I'd have to wait in line for the chance to be able to enter a raffle to be able to get the shoe at 10% off and pay $500. Like, come on, like. So at the end of the day, he didn't do nothing he don't do. Mess with it or don't. Like Kanye West has been proving himself. I know it breaks our hearts, but like he doing the same thing now. You got to get to a point where it's your friend. Do we think you either cut him off or you ride the wave.
But
like come on, like you know what I'm saying? Like, go ahead.
But now that he's like, doing this whole Jesus is King, this album is called Jesus is King. He's doing these Sunday services. Do we feel like he has? Is this a new leaf for Kanye, or is this just
still voting for Trump, right?
Still voting for Trump.
He's
same
still
person.
He's
still voting for
right?
Trump,
He's
bro.
still doing that shit, right?
He made Trump. Can we just talk real quick? Trump made red hats unacceptable.
Yeah,
for real. Yo, if anybody wear a red hat,
a bright red hat,
you're
getting looked at a certain type of way.
It is unacceptable. And then the white boys do it to just piss people off. Like that's what that MAGA hat becomes. People don't even rock it because they're proud. They rock it because they're like they know it gets people mad.
I feel like this album, production wise, is going to be stupid. Like it's gonna be some Jesus Walks type shit. Like his production is gonna be some choir. Like I feel like every album he be having some choirs in the background and shit. Like this aligns with. That's why I do feel like this is a marketing thing, because if you look at all of his music, it kind of all aligns with this. Like this coming out like Jesus is King. Like it all aligns. So I feel like I don't know, man.
I mean, he really told Kim K. You already said it about Kim K. Like the pictures you put up. Like hurt my soul. Yeah. The sexy photos of you like hurts sexy. My soul. It's too sexy. Hurts my soul. Hurts my soul. Pause. It's too sexy. Like.
I heard
and she was like, just as you're on a spiritual journey doesn't mean I am. Da da da. So, yeah. Damn, she didn't say it like that. So
your man's is on a spiritual. Oh, okay. Next time.
Then he walked out like an angry child. He punched a wall or something.
Nah, I literally I didn't care that much when I saw it, so then.
All right, PasstheAux.
Alrighty, so on to some Black excellence.
What's up?
Tyler Perry.
Tyler Perry.
Oh, Tyler Perry.
I need one of those.
Yo,
I owe Tyler Perry an apology.
Yo, his studio is like they said. If you put Paramount, Warner Brothers, and Disney, they all three would fit in there, and he would still have more space.
Wow. Wait, how big are those studios?
What?
Yeah,
so is that why?
That's how big that studio
is. Is that why for the last 5-6 movies they've been trash? He's just been like literally just stacking up. Like he's like, this shit gonna be whack. Like, you think just the quality of the movie? Yeah.
So okay, some cool things about this studio. It's on. It used to like where it's in Atlanta.
You can't even let him eat. You want to just
like come on. This is Black excellence. We're not here to.
I wasn't bringing him down. I just was.
You couldn't even let him eat, bro.
I thought the last 5
Tyler.
movies was.
I'm sorry.
Nigga said I'm sorry.
What?
It's okay though, because what Trey's doing, it's okay, because even even Tyler Perry and Spike Lee, they had like they're two really
act
big.
Like we in their world. We don't know nothing about these motherfuckers. Like that's what's up though. I appreciate that. That's dope that he did.
Nah,
that.
but I really like
cool.
it. The
that's cool.
Can I finish my goddamn statement?
Buffalo.
Thank you. Where he built his studio, it used to be a Confederate army base, so it's kind of dope that he put the studio on there.
Yeah.
It's in Atlanta, which is like the hub of just blackness. Like that's just I just love that. So many people went out to like to support when he had like the premiere of it. Yeah, this Spike Lee.
Yeah, like Spike Lee.
One of the stages, which is dope because Spike Lee and Tyler Perry are not. They don't even really see eye to eye. Like his whole career, Spike Lee has been a huge critic of his work, like huge critic. And I remember he even put out a video where Spike Lee hit him up and they had a whole conversation. And like they disagreed on a lot of things, and they don't like Spike Lee basically thinks he's trash, but he still gave him a stage. And I think that's dope what Tyler Perry's doing, because at the end of the day, he is not going to the table. He's not making a name for him at the that nigga is fucking throwing everything off the fucking table and replacing his table and bringing his own, which I always support. I do not fuck with that whole yo, we need somebody at the table with them. No, we could have our own motherfucking table, and I really like that Tyler Perry did that. So shout out to my guy Tyler Perry.
Yo, one time for Tyler Perry, man. Make some noise.
I'm not clapping for that.
Let me hear this.
All right, so one time for Tyler. That's what's up. I feel I like what he did. I appreciate what he did. I think it's crazy dope, super dope. My whole thing with Tyler has always just been the quality of the movies, the quality of the art. I feel like
I appreciate that. I
feel like ever since Diary of a Mad Black Woman, which I think is a classic, I feel like ever since then it's just been like the Medea Christmas shit or the Halloween shit, whatever.
I have a question.
What's up?
I feel like, to your point, I don't agree with the statement, but people say this that Jay-Z's music has fell off a little.
Nah, you're bugging.
That's what I've heard from people.
But if we're talking about quality, if we're talking about quality, right?
What's going on right
now? I don't. Did I say I agree? Did I say I agree? I've heard from people. They were like, "Oh, like his raps aren't like he be trying to do too much now."
Okay, so let's put them on two things: the quality of Tyler Perry's movie and the quality of Jay-Z's music. They're two different standards, all right? So let's go back to the Tyler Perry thing, right?
I agree.
Tyler Perry's quality of... Has any of y'all seen the last 3-4 Tyler Perry movies?
Which one? The Medea?
Yeah, all of that shit. It doesn't matter, obviously,
but that's the thing, though. You are also heavily uninformed because he does mad plays that do great.
I said the movies. I said specifically the
But like he don't just do just movies. That's like getting mad at McDonald's because their pickles suck, but they got mad. They be dishing out burgers every day.
First off,
but to attest to what Trey's saying, he hasn't done a play since his last good movie. Like his last good movie was when he had his last good play.
So, so I'm gonna finish my point. I'm gonna get to the end of it.
But yeah,
so like I'm saying, I love the move, especially since it's black. You know what I'm saying? I don't know these people personally. We not in these people's circles. I don't really know all the intricate details that got to go with it. We just hear what the media gives us. But from the outside looking in,
what we give the people.
Yeah,
but keep going.
Yeah, but from the outside looking in, it looks cool. It looks dope. The quality of the movies, to me, I haven't watched a Tyler Perry movie in God knows forever long, and I don't agree with the whole man wearing a dress thing. But that's what's up, though.
You know what? At the end of the day, I'm happy that maybe he even took that. He said, maybe the movie thing is not for me. Let me own a music, like a studio where great movies could come out of that. You know what I mean?
Kevin Hart
like
did,
at the end of the day, I feel like those two things are not the same thing. Like ownership and having a whack movie, I could care less. You know what I mean?
But that's why I prefaced it with saying that the quality of the art. That's where I'm coming from. Yeah. That's why I was just saying the quality of the art. Like I said, I love the move and I love what it represents.
But I feel like the quality.
Tyler Perry, please.
I think the quality of the art would be corresponding with around the time he's setting things like that up. In my opinion.
What do you mean?
Around the time like that huge production studio is in the making, that's around the time his last good movie. I think they're synonymous. Like I think he could be like,
no, I mean he had better ones than
which one?
Not better,
he
but
had
he had
married,
other ones.
The married one was good.
Why did I get married? That was my shit. I could do battle by myself. I like that one. I liked Tyler Perry got family reunion.
He has a lot of good ones.
Good Deeds. I like that movie.
My thing is like with Tyler Perry, like the quality of the art. I think when Tyler Perry was first just dishing them out, he was really, really good. But then for me, I stopped liking Tyler Perry because it felt like instead of giving black people roles to explain experience, just felt like a cash cow. But that makes sense what you're saying. Because around the time where it's like, all right, I could really get money behind this thing. Just push as many Medea movies out as possible.
And that's what I'm thinking. And if that's the game plan, that's cool because he was playing the long game. So if that was the game plan, salute to that. but the quality of the movie was Halloween shit, bro. Like,
no lie, I actually thought the Halloween one was his better one.
Yeah.
To be honest, with the movies, that Halloween one, I watched it. Yo, I was like, this is actually one of the better ones.
Yeah.
It was that last one he just did.
I don't know.
The one where it was it was like a family. It was like somebody died in the family.
Oh, the funeral,
the death at a funeral or whatever, or whatever. Not death at a funeral. What was it called? The funeral one.
Medea at a funeral.
Medea at a funeral. Goes crazy at a funeral. No, yeah, that one. I literally watched it with someone. Like, who did I watch? I was watching with Jasmine. We were like, bro, what is, like, we're halfway through the thing, she's asleep, like, I'm looking at this, like, what's going on? Black people like, I agree with what you said, where it stopped becoming a thing of explaining personal experience. It just became ridiculous.
But Tyler Perry,
shout out
Tyler Perry, you're great. Like, you're
a
great now.
Yeah.
You've been a great.
Nah, he's been a
great.
great.
He's a great.
And you gotta remember, it's just our opinion. Who the fuck cares? Like, it's just, we just talking shit.
And young niggas know about you. We know about
yeah,
you.
bro. People are trying to walk in your footsteps, bro. They're gonna study how you did it and want to do that too. Anyways, PasstheAux.
Before we get into El Chapo, because I need to talk about this. El Chapo's son. I just wanted to highlight, because since we're already talking about Black excellence, Issa Rae, she just started a record label.
The name's
called Radio, like RAEDIO, Radio.
She's a writer.
That's dope.
She launches her new record label, Radio, and she already signed somebody. I forgot the name of the girl, but yeah, I'm really happy for her. Issa Rae, I used to watch her on YouTube when she had Black. What was it called? Black Girl. Yo, I used to watch her ever since then.
It was Black Girl Problems.
Nah, it was called Black. Some Life of the. I forgot. Damn, I can't even remember.
Life of a Black Girl.
And then I followed her to Insecure, and just to see all the moves she's making and all the things she's doing, like I'm just so happy for my girl Issa. Like she is such an inspiration to me. And
let's get that going. All right,
real quick.
Wait,
El Chapo, I'm gonna give this to you.
My phone was messing up. We're here though. Issa!
And hurry up and bring back Insecure. Thank you.
Right. So you were studying the El Chapo thing for a little bit, right? You was looking at some of the articles?
Yeah.
What's going on?
Wait, what's going on? What's wrong with El Chapo?
Son,
Chapo Jr., right?
Chapo Jr.
Chapo Jr. You feeling his footsteps?
You can put us on?
Yeah, so like, I don't know, apparently he he got caught by cops, but they had to release him. And
because the whole, like, their gang ran up on the cops, right?
Yeah, it turned into a whole entire war. So,
yo, if I get locked up and y'all niggas don't burn down the city, y'all don't really fuck with me.
Niggas?
Huh?
5 niggas gonna burn down the city?
Nah, I'm talking to everybody who knows me. Like,
this was in Mexico, though.
I don't
right?
know, Trey. Depend what you did.
Yeah.
But go ahead, Chapo.
Yo,
that shit's crazy. That shit was like
gangster.
Like the article was like getting nuts. Like
that's crazy, son. What is that?
Yeah, bro, just stay out of jail how many times? Like his dad.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not even surprised. Like
that. Yo, he was really controlling the streets though.
They were saying that this was like a victory for the people. That in a long time the people haven't like defeated the cops or the government in so long. So it's like,
yo, to be honest with you, you know what I love? That's what I love about and I know it's crazy to say this, so it's gonna come not so much the cartels and none of that shit like that, but I love how when they really go and get money and they really put energy into it, they take power. Like think about like a Pablo, or you think about like El Chapo, this case right now. Yo, really them niggas come and they say, yo, fuck the cops, fuck the government, fuck the legislator. We need to do what we need
because
to do.
you know what trumps all of that? And you know what
Trump, right?
And you know what drugs does?
Yeah, right.
Yo, like once you have
bread.
Once you have bread, honestly, bread is power. And drugs, the way drugs and government and policing all go hand in hand, and it's not just America. Like, these cartels are really running their countries.
Do you think that can happen in America or no?
It happens in America.
Yo, they're about to legalize weed and people getting locked up for dime bags. It's already happening.
It's already happening.
Cocaina. Yeah, I'm talking about like an El Chapo car.
Oh,
yeah. Nah.
Only if it was
not
like
America.
We got too much armor. Niggas are bomb. Like, yo, there's 10 niggas burning out.
That shit only happens in Fast and Furious 25.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Fast 25.
That only happens in Fast and Furious where they press a button, the shit bombs, and everybody
Yeah,
gets out.
right. Fast 25, still here.
Nah, but honestly, that shit, yo,
Space by then.
in a weird way, I think that shit is very gangsta. And I think that shit is fire. Like, if I was El Chapo's Jr.'s girl, and I heard this nigga got fucking arrested, and then he came home, and nigga told me, yo, they got me out, babe. Yo, I would have cooked him a beautiful dinner. Yo, I would have been like, babe, that's kind of sexy.
That's hard.
That's kind of sexy, yo. That makes me sweat a little.
Your niggas say, yo, let's get this nigga out. You get locked up, you home before 12, nigga.
Yo, nigga probably did one call.
I
don't know what that was.
I don't want us to be insensitive about all that, like the chaos that was caused.
No, yeah, because it's serious. People really died. People really died
in the lives and all that shit. I don't want us to be insensitive in that thing.
Bro, I used to work with this girl who was from Mexico, and she was from the city that El Chapo was from, and she told me how, yo, don't get me wrong, that man put a lot of money into the communities. Like, he gave them bread, but he also was doing a lot of fucked up shit. Like, fucked up shit to the point that people in the community rathered like no money than this nigga running the streets, like, because it was that crazy. But then you're gonna have the people that loved it,
and then now you're taking justice and you're putting it into your own hands.
And you gotta remember, these drug cartels, like these shows, these niggas is crazy, bro. Playing. Like, they're scary.
Like Pablo Escobar was not playing.
Yeah. Was Pablo Escobar the one who burned $1 million just to
like
keep his kids
warm?
Yo, what the fuck? Honestly, bro, black people just not doing it right. Like,
when he was, he made the.
Nah, he was the Forbes list, bro. Yeah, right? He was Pablo's. It was Pablo's list. Pablo's list. They wouldn't put him on there because they knew what he did.
Wow, that's crazy.
Yeah, shit, man.
You guys got what I just did there?
That's crazy.
Wow, that's crazy.
Oh, she's getting good at this. She's getting good at this. That was finesse. So tune in to people who don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
Yeah.
Yo, Wale's new album. Yo, remember 3 episodes ago when Alex said Wale was better than Big Sean?
She was right.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank
you.
I don't know what that means. I don't know what we mean.
So Wale has an album called Wow That's Crazy.
Just dropped. Shit's
fire. Yeah. Now I know the album.
That shit is heat rocker.
I heard 4 songs.
Yo, for the first time in a long time, I heard Wale speaking.
I understood what
like, I could hear him
about.
enunciating. I heard him. But honestly, I feel like everything he's went through brought him to this. Like, it really made this album what it is. Because if he didn't go through all that shit, I feel like he would have. I think Wale, honestly, after this album came out, I give him kudos for staying relevant for this long.
No, facts.
For staying relevant.
It's hard.
With, like, not even having music that matches up to how relevant he stayed. Like, Big Sean has even done that.
Nah, word.
All everybody's saying is Big Sean either go home or, like, just go home again. Like nobody, like...
Nah, well, I mean, Wale is my Nigerian brother.
Oh, now he's Nigerian brother.
So,
Nigerian
I'm always
brother,
going to support you, always going to rock with you. But same thing with Big Sean.
You did say that.
I heard you Nigerian too, so I always rock with you. But Wale, I feel like you can't say he's better than Big Sean. Actually, I don't know. I feel like that's a great conversation.
I think Wale's better. I think he proved
he makes better music too.
He definitely makes better songs. I think he
Big
makes
Sean
better songs.
Slappers.
But when it comes
to that got played.
But his is like
we're talking about quality though. We're talking
Big
about quality.
Sean don't got a pen like Wale.
That's
what separates them.
And that's what you said last episode, and I disagree, but I agree with you.
It's the pen.
I think his pen is better. I think it's the pen.
Big Sean got conviction. You name Big Sean. You got to spit everything with confidence.
Yo, most of these rappers like 5'5".
Yo, for real though. Remember when we seen Jid? That nigga Jid, you was bigger than Jid.
Yeah, I was bigger than Jid.
Yeah,
you were bigger than Jid.
I was bigger than Jid.
JID.
Is he really that short?
Yeah. Nah, but he has great energy though. Like, great energy.
When we pulled up when he was mad cool, I was just like, yo, you taking Kendrick's spot? And he was just like, yo, I need that energy.
I need that energy. Yeah, we were like, where?
Nah, he was mad cool. Yo, it was back funny because we was on the line and we were like the last people, and what song was played and we just started going crazy.
You got a five.
And we started going crazy and Jim was like, Jim was like, my niggas. Like,
We was literally the last ones online.
And nobody had the energy we had in there. So we was going in. And JID was like, yo, these my niggas. Bring these niggas over here. Yeah, that was cool. Yeah, JID's dope. But yeah, Wale, I'm so proud of you. You finally listened to your fans.
Proud of him, 100%.
Like, I literally said this the episode we were talking about this. Like, bro, you finally listen to your fans. This is what we want from you. 100%. We want good music. We don't want to hear the bitching. Even though the bitching led you to this, so actually, keep doing you. Keep doing you.
One time for Wale.
Keep doing you.
One time for Wale.
Wow, that's crazy.
Sue me, I'm rooting for everybody black. Sue me, I'm rooting for everybody that's black. Spent 2 racks on me.
Yo, before we wrap up the show, you know, we've been getting into a lot of relationship questions and shit like that. Okay. And I kind of like ending the episodes with them because I get to hear, you know, all your fuckery, and then I get to go back to my female audience and talk about how stupid you guys are, and that makes me feel really good. So, yeah, so Gucci Mane and his wife. I don't remember who it was. It was either Snoop, T.I., somebody. Snoop, he posted talking about just basically how, you know, women need to be more like this, like hold your man down when he's in jail. You know, she, you know, through thick and thin, she stayed with him through the cheating, the lies, everything, through the bullshit. Yeah. And, you know, she stuck through him, and mad girls were going crazy in the comments like, what the fuck? Like, so this is what you call a loyal chick, somebody who goes through deception and lies and this and stuff. So, like, that idea in today's society is heavily enforced. Like, niggas is just like, I'm only gonna marry the girl that's down for me. Like, if you don't bail me out of jail, you not real one.
I agree.
Even if I
mean, that's a valid point.
That's a valid point. But like, it'd be the worst ones. Like, oh yeah, if you cheat and you know stay with me, you never really loved me. You never really cared about me. Oh no, this is the best one that gets me. Oh yeah, I might be going through mad issues, depression and shit, but just still stick with me. You know, I can be a you know, it's just my mama issues. It's just, you know, where I came from, my nigga. I never had shit, so I ain't shit. You know, like, yo, the shit I've heard.
So what's the question?
The question is, why y'all niggas ain't shit and expect us to
just be there,
to be regardless. Rich? Like, and when I say rich, I mean just be wholesome woman to just ain't shit niggas.
That's a weird question. Like,
it's weird, but you ready to answer?
No, really not. I'm trying to understand it. Like, I'm trying to understand the question. So
I feel like the question is
if
very
you
directed.
cheat,
if
you're going through a lot of shit, like meaning like you lost your job, you're going through mad shit. Now you're cheating. You know, I get how all of those, you know, could escalate. Like, you're going through depression, you don't give a fuck no more, you feel detached, you start doing fuck shit, whatever. Now you start cheating. Do you still want your girl to stick by you?
Yeah. Is it the right thing to do all the time? No. And I think that's what it is.
Would you do it for a girl?
Hell no. And that was gonna be my next question.
No.
You wouldn't do it for a girl?
That's the thing about.
But I think that's the double standards of life. I think she has. Wait. Let me say what. Let me expand by that.
I want to hear.
Let me expand by that. That and the fact that she has all the right to feel the same way. She has all the right to say, I can do whatever I want, and I expect him to be there. But the minute he does something, I'm gone. She has just as much right to feel what I'm feeling right now.
You know how many girls I know personally.
I'm taking that either way.
You know how many girls I know personally that have been broken up with because, you know, their man felt like they were going through too much shit that they just couldn't handle, or that they were at a point in their life that was just like they didn't feel like they were ambitious enough or something like that. Like, I feel like when you're growing with somebody, like, you may get the person who's not ambitious or you like whatever, but if you love them, you're gonna like try to be the person that helps them grow. I mean, if the person's not growing, at the end of the day, you walk away. But I'm talking about if somebody is willing, and you know, depression, anxiety, shit like that, that's a real thing, you know? And like, there's people that want to do certain things, but because of shit that's going on in their life or trauma or whatever, they just don't have the energy to do it. So I just feel like when it comes to the double standard, I feel like there's a lot of girls that stick by their man when he's at his lowest.
I agree.
But niggas will not stick by their girl when she's at their lowest.
I agree. There are niggas that
I agree.
There are niggas that definitely stick by their girl. Nah,
it's not in the overwhelming majority. I think it's important.
Yeah, definitely. But I know some people that definitely stick by their girl when they're definitely going through
cheating
shit.
Though.
That's
part of the mix. That's why I'm saying I'm quiet as hell.
Bro, a Boogie cheats on his baby mama 24/7, but a line in his song was like,
but I have a question.
No, okay, allegedly. No, but he's apologized. He's done it.
Question. Real quick, when guys cheat, especially let's just say artists in general, when they cheat, right? Do you think that it's so much known because they're doing so much more cheating, or is it that the girls are just better at it? Like they're just they're just better at hiding.
Celebrity, you're getting caught either one.
I feel like girls are smarter.
Woman or man, you're getting caught. Though. I feel like you're getting caught some way.
I feel like women take more time than men when it comes to.
If you was with a girl, media. Right, and she cheated on you, would you still be with her? Like if it was like a 2-3 year, I know this is kind of like it depends on the person, but like hypothetically, if you really fuck with her, you really vibe with who
great girl,
she is,
ambitious,
like,
whatever.
She cheats on you. She's going through some shit right now. Are you riding it out with her?
I'm saying 90-10 no, but we gonna have to have that conversation, and if we can reach an understanding.
What's the understanding?
The understanding is I'm going through your phone. Like I'm one of those people like
I'm going through your phone. I'm reading your emails.
You can't leave the house for 6 months.
I'm one of those people like I'd rather just deal with it up front. Just have that conversation. You know what I mean? I ain't gonna lie to myself. More than likely, I probably wouldn't. But if we get to a point where we understand each other and why it happened, it's a possibility we could work it out.
Phil, you're a politician, bro.
Son?
Phil, a politician.
Last second what he said.
Yeah.
Two of the more level-headed motherfuckers in the most comfortable spot.
Black, what you think?
Talk.
I'm gonna say yeah.
You think about it?
Why?
Play as fuck up. Shit happens. You could arguably there's worse you can do to me than cheat. You can mentally abuse me. Right?
What that mentally abuses you though?
She gave it
True. I mean, I think I could let it fly once. Maybe.
Yeah.
I gotta see the nature of the relationship.
Situation, right?
I gotta see. Yeah. What if I really gotta see the nature.
Gotta see the nigga, right?
I gotta
see the nigga.
That was I gotta see who it is.
I gotta see the nigga.
See who it is. Let me see who it is. That'll be the deciding factor.
If I cheat on my nigga, best believe that nigga that I'm cheating on.
Your nigga sit right here.
If I cheat on my man with another nigga, best believe that nigga I'm cheating him on with has to be like ASAP.
Hey, look, I'm gonna tell you right now.
Like if he don't look like Rakim.
Look, I'm gonna tell you right now. I'm gonna
tell
you right now. I'm gonna tell you right now.
You wasted it.
Look, I'm gonna say this right now.
I wasted it. If it's not ASAP Rocky, I wasted it. Look, ASAP Rocky, I'm cheating on you. I'm sorry.
Okay. So look, I'm gonna say this now. Look, I'm gonna say this now. Yo, I need everyone's attention. Yeah. Aside from money, which I'm working on,
Oh, here we go.
You ain't gonna find another nigga like me.
That's
trust and believe.
Wait, look at
right
me.
Now, you ain't gonna
make
find
sure you zoom in
another.
at this point. Ladies,
he can be a little tall. He can be a little taller. He could be a little stronger.
This nigga
that's what Brady wants. That's what Brady would want for him to be attracted to.
Look, wow, you stretched that. It's crazy how you. You
need a ladder. I need a ladder, sir.
But it doesn't make sense to. First off, it don't make sense to cheat downwards. You gotta cheat up. If
that's
you
what
don't
I'm
cheat
saying.
up, you wasted it.
Facts.
But and secondly, though,
wasted it. I wasted it.
If you cheat, it always it depends who it is. Depends how it happened. And
okay, is cheating kissing or having sex?
Both. And it can be mental too.
So if a girl just kisses a guy, you'll call that cheating?
Yes.
It could be mental too.
It could be mental too, though. Yeah. There's mental cheating. True. It definitely could be mental. Like that's the thing.
Emotional cheating.
Yeah, like these things. Like sometimes, like that's the thing. That's the crux of it, though. Like with men, it's not so much of a physical thing. Like
it is a physical thing.
It's
all physical.
Oh yeah, I'm bugging.
Yeah,
I meant it that way.
It's all physical. I was like, I don't know what you're talking about.
All of y'all niggas' faces is crazy. Wow. Wow. Look at Phil's face. On that note, guys.
Bro, if Jay-Z could cheat on Beyonce, nobody's safe, bro.
Okay, that's different.
That is so different.
Nobody's safe. Nobody's safe. No female safe.
All right. On that note.
I mean, great episode of PasstheAux.
Yes, episode 15. Yo, guys, we're at episode 15.
Wow.
Wow. Yo, some people don't even make it to episode 5.
Hold on, before we end.
Come on, hold on. Let it talk. Let it talk.
Well, that's what I thought he was doing.
So real quick, calling back to our last episode when we was talking about Amber Geiger and the judge hugging her.
Fuck her.
Corey left a comment. Corey, you know, he's a supporter. He shows mad love. He left a comment. He said,
I love Corey.
I'm not sure if it's out there or not, but my question is, who hugged first, the brother or the judge? Because that's key, and also would be 10 times different if the brother didn't hug either. So, you know, I just wanted to highlight that. Thank you for leaving a comment, Corey. We appreciate you. That's a fact, though. I think who hugged first is a big difference. So just want to highlight that.
Wow, that's crazy. Cool. Yo, thank you guys for the comments. You guys have been like more. Each episode is just growing more and more with just more engagement. We really
like y'all like us or something. It's weird.
Yeah, like y'all like.
I don't like him.
We all know what y'all like, though. We all know what y'all really like. But I'm taking.
What are you doing over there, bro?
He's weird. Yo, guys, a lot of great things are happening. We are in the holiday season. It's about to be our 1-year anniversary in January. Isn't that crazy?
Wow.
Yo, Alex's birthday, November 30th. I like expensive things. I like expensive things. November 30th. Expensive things. When you go Black Friday shopping, go shopping for Alex's B-Day gift. Yes. But yes, don't forget early voting October 26th this Saturday. Go out early vote. We're not telling you to vote for anybody in particular, but you know, Trusty McGill, I trust her.
She's great.
I trust her.
She's great.
She's great.
Look, but at the end of the day, when you vote with your heart first.
Yep, and do research.
And
like
do knowledge.
Phil said, research.
Look who you're voting for.
Research each candidate.
But remember, that's
it.
not the only way to make a change, though. You can also make a change.
Yes,
both ends, not either or, kids. Both ends.
Both ends.
Yes. So yeah, early voting October 26th, and then the general election day is November 5th. Yo, youth, if you're not registered to vote, get registered this year so you can vote next year. And if you are registered, go out and vote, guys. But again, be knowledgeable. Just know what you're getting into, and spread the message. Please like, comment, subscribe, turn on your notifications so you know when we're going to drop. We have a lot of great things in store for you guys coming up, and we're very excited. Thank you for rocking with us. Says a lot about you if you ain't fucking with us. Episode 15.
Let's go.
We out.
All right, so we going out to see. I wanted to go out to the baby, but that's a lot.
You did that last
I think I'm gonna do Highest in the Room, Travis Scott.
I love this song, which is number 1 on the Billboard.
Facts. Episode 15. Let's get it.
It's a wrap.
Shout out to Derrick Grace in home banking.
To the truth.